Let's go to tariffs. Canadians' latest plan to hit America where it hurts. You ready for this, folks? You're going to think I'm joking. I'm serious. When yesterday I kept asking these guys if this was a joke or not. And they're not joking, folks. This is a Daily Mail story, okay? Canada, angered by an escalating trade war with the U.S., are pushing to ban Canadian-owned adult site, Pornhub, in America.
No.
Where it draws nearly 40% of its traffic as a retaliatory strike. Matthew Pujitsky, a Canadian who's gone viral, called it Canada's secret nuke and a mic drop moment, told the New York Post, if Canada would ban Pornhub in the States, we win the trade war. That's it. There is no trade. Rob, is this the clip, Rob?
Yes. So what this originally started out with was this comedian. He was joking around and made a skit. That skit then caused people in Toronto to create a petition to actually have the government of Canada ban Pornhub. But the guy was just joking around. Here's the clip.
Funny.
Go ahead, Rob.
Okay, everybody, the Americans are hitting us with tariffs. We gotta fight back. What do you got? We can shut down every single Tim Hortons they have in the U.S. Nobody likes Tim's anymore. It tastes like piss. What else? Okay, what about Lululemon? That's Canadian. Okay, now we're talking. Keep going. All right, here's one. Pornhub. That's Canadian? Yep, Pornhub is Canadian. You're telling me we had a nuke this whole time and no one told me about it? Yeah, we can totally just ban Pornhub in the States and that'll give us an advantage, right? Oh, you don't say. Yeah, that's an advantage. We fucking win. That's it. Mic drop. What else are they gonna do? Knit?
Rob, so this gets people to actually want to do it? Tell me you're joking, Rob.
No, so it caused a guy in Toronto to create the petition that he wrote for the Canadian government.
Mark Olimpo guy?
Yes.
Mark Olimpo followed stating this petition urges the Canadian federal government to enact legislation restricting Pornhub services. Primarily adult content streaming from being accessed within the United States, though it's only generated 52 signatures so far. Okay, can you imagine how embarrassing that is, by the way? Tom, you said you had thoughts on this. What are your thoughts on this story? I'm actually really curious your angle.
I feel like I just fell into an ancient Seinfeld episode. You remember Soup Nazi? That was the name of the episode.
Yeah,
remember that?
No soup for you.
It says, no boobs for you. Yeah. You know, this is like Canada,
okay,
right?
Okay, Tom,
no boobs for you.
See what you got going on.
So let's do an economic case study. Step one, the government says, great idea. Turn off Pornhub to the United States. Step two, 2 weeks later, hey, why are the tax receipts down coming to our government? Because Pornhub lost 70% of its business and is not paying taxes on 70% they didn't collect. Oh, so we shut down the site that's all about screwing and we screwed ourselves? Yes, sir, we did.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So if you really play this out, it's just a horribly, horribly bad idea. But what it says something else about what's going on below the surface. What's going on below the surface, the reason the comedy's coming out, the reason things are coming out, because there is a lot of common sense. You look at the same kind of polls like Rasmussen, you can look in the U.S., and there are common sense Canadians that are saying, wait a minute, why are we picking this? Why are we choosing to escalate this fight? Why are we choosing to do this? We need to be careful here. And there's a related Canadian story, if I can go to it real quick, Pat.
Go for it.
Okay?
Yeah, go for it.
Canada is turning to K Street. Now, whenever you hear K Street, you should translate in your mind highly overpaid lobbyist in Washington, D.C. K Street is where all the big lobbying companies that have, all of the senators and congressmen on speed dial, and they know exactly what buttons to push. They know who's on where. Well, guess what? Canada's states, they're called provinces. Canada has 10 provinces and 3 territories, 13 states, basically.
Sure.
So one of them is Saskatchewan, which has a ton of oil. And their governor, think of it like a Newsom or a DeSantis, the guy there, a premier, they call their governors premiers. So Premier Scott Moe called Louisiana and said, hey, you know what? I really like you. You like me. Let's make sure these energy trade things that we're doing keep going along smoothly because it helps my state. This was followed by Alberta, which is the Texas. It's right in the middle. It's directly north of like Minnesota, Montana. And it's It is the Texas of Canada. It's got a lot of agriculture, a lot of cows, and a lot of oil. So they call Alberta the Texas of Canada. And their premier, Francois Legault, is like, hang on a second. You know, we got to be careful with this. He's Quebec, by the way, Francois Legault.
Let's hear your French accent, Tom.
So we here in the U.S. have governors that are receiving phone calls from 4 of the largest states in Canada saying, hey, on this energy and other stuff thing, let's see if we could work together. After a week ago, Doug Ford backed off the electricity tariff in one day because he got slapped by Trump. And so what you're seeing here in the humor of this, you've got common sense Canadians and their governors of their provinces are standing tall and saying, right, even as the government is doing things, these guys are moving around and trying to get common sense into this conversation.
Listen, I think if they shut down Pornhub, it'd be a freaking win for us. And I honestly, the site's been caught doing what? Hosting trafficking abuse, straight up crimes, but big tech and our government just let them slide. I think porn is freaking poison. It wrecks confidence. It fries the brain. The, testosterone levels in men are down. Good, cancel it. I can care less about them and their stupid tactics. Canada is just like that barking dog at the fence, Pat, that we're just like, yeah, it just barks for no reason and never bites. I think that'd be a freaking win. Get rid of freaking porn. I stopped watching it years ago, and it's one of the best things that's ever happened in my life.
Least, you stopped watching it at least like 2 or 3 months.
2 days ago. Yeah. No, I don't watch porn.
Well, congrats.
So, yeah. Best thing.
Adam's been very quiet.
Adam's been very quiet this whole time.
I didn't want to tell you the
You guys
truth
want,
about
you don't
what
want to
happened,
see what's
guys.
on his iPad. Right
Yeah,
there.
He's a
you don't want to see
connoisseur.
what's on my iPad right now. I'll tell you that
pretty
much.
epic.
I just made that
But
word
there's
up.
certainly economic warfare going on between United States and basically all of our trading partners, whether it's China, whether it's Mexico, or it's Canada, which is leading to economic nationalism. People basically fighting. I mean, you were going to fly up to Boston to go see a Canadian hockey game against the United States. But Trump feels very strongly that the United States has been taken advantage of for the last 40 years. And what a plan by this Canadian guy to ban Pornhub. By the way, when you ban Pornhub, they're just another site's just going to pop up.
10,000.
So,
yeah.
I don't see I don't know how much this is going to escalate. But what's funny was Justin Trudeau.
Why is this a hill you want to die on?
It is.
Adam, why?
Why is it?
I'll
Tell me,
you-
because what I want to know is
I'll tell
why
you
is this
why.
in your top 2?
Yeah, why?
I'll tell you why, Pat. Because in his final act of Prime Minister, in addition to banning Pornhub, Justin Trudeau made everybody download Grindr.
Really?
Yeah, everyone had to do it
Wow.
in Canada. That was his mandate. Because he's a male
Mandate.
feminist.
Yeah.
And to the funny people in the chat,
Well,
yes.
his email
I did
changed. You
get
can't
a,
get him at justin@canada.gov, so
true.
he's got to say, find me on Grindr.
It's true. So
By the way,
he gave us all free membership.
If
So
they
I took him
cut
up on his
that
offer.
clip of Tom alone, Tom is not on Grindr. I just want to put
Yes.
that for some of the people. That was just because sometimes people cut the clips and these videos are played different places, and they try to look for Tom. That was just
But-
that's something he just said. Don't. It's not literal. I know.
Yeah.
I know it's a hill you want to die on.
No,
but
no,
it's-
no,
I
but
don't think
I-
it's.
but
in
I'm
Tom's-
on it.
Yeah, that's a different story. We announced the Yeti collaboration with all of these, like this, gone. Okay. And by the way, a bunch of guys are posting them. Ladies, this was the ladies number 1. You guys wouldn't even wait on this one here. This didn't stand a chance. And I have the red one, which is the one I use. Reason why I'm not wearing a jacket, because I'm famous for spilling protein drinks on my jacket. And by the way, literally what I'm telling you is this isn't the first time. A couple of weeks ago, I spilled the whole thing, and I'm driving. I'm like, this place smells like a protein drink. So wow, this thing's very strong. I look to my right. The entire protein drink on the entire car. We have to take it professional. They have to suck the protein drink out of the seat in the Porsche 911. They're like, this is... Anyways, the guy made some money that day.
Just thank God it wasn't onions, Pat.
But well, at least it smells good. Anyways, these went. And we have a lot of new surprises coming up for a lot of you. But I will tell you guys, parents, if you have kids that are 12 and up, including yourself, if you have not yet ordered the Academy, go order it. You will see why. Okay? There's a lot of people that are not happy about this book. There's a lady that made a video about this, about, the Academy online, pissed off. How could you say stuff like this in the book? Because there's a scene in the book that Margaret Thatcher is debating Karl Marx. If you haven't yet ordered it for yourself and your kids and you've not read it, go ahead and order the book. Anybody that places the order today, Rob, if I'm not mistaken, signed copy of this, they get 4 bookmarks of the Academy that'll be put in there with you as well for anyone that orders a book, especially the fact that this is what do they call this month, Rob? March is
Literacy
National
Month?
Reading Month.
National Reading Month. Catch up on the books. Place the order for Academy for yourself and your kids above the age of 12, which is what I did with my kids. My Dylan also read it. You'll get 4 custom bookmarks being sent your way. If you enjoyed this video, you want to watch more videos like this, click here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click here.